Hey guys, welcome back to the video, and welcome back to one of the greatest games of all time, in my opinion, Red Dead Redemption, the original one. We're gonna go ahead and play it. This is probably one of the first M-rated games I ever played. Before that, it was mostly the Nicktoons games. That was a weird time, but I love this game. What the? I accidentally loaded into a previous game. I'm gonna try not to talk over the cutscenes, so I'm just gonna let it go. I'll stop. Morning Star. I love this game so much. I actually like this version of Blackwater better than I do the version from Red Dead 2. It feels a lot more open. John's so cool. I think we're probably just gonna do the first episode or the first mission in this game, and by that I mean like basically up to the point where you get to free roam, and then we'll take a break. I direly wish that they brought the multiplayer back from the original game.
Well,
it was so much fun.
I'm grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization.
Sadly, it's stranded on Xbox and PlayStation, or Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3.
And I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they live like animals, but they're happier now.
I always hated those two ladies right there. I like Jenny. The two behind him.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I
Hey,
heard
Bonnie.
that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas,
Where'd
a
you
man
going?
even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. The Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs.
I'll bet you they're right there.
Armadillo.
Even though this game came out a long time before Red Dead 2. Looking back, I kind of think that John's missing Swanson a little bit. Armadillo. So I'll go ahead and use my warhorse. That's all I got. And I've also got golden guns turned off because I don't like the look of them. Get out the way.
Marshman! Mr. Marshman, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front. Come on, Mr. Marston, no need for that.
I also really like seeing Armadillo, you know, not on fire and full of cholera.
You ain't gonna find sturdier horses than these in all of New Orleans.
Yeah.
Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus.
The horses certainly do feel clunkier.
Oh, it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians. Or
Remember
maybe
the
they got
Alamo.
tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Don't you do find about as sociable as most rated back to you. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't
Aren't
we
we all?
Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
But yeah, I always liked the version
You
of
ain't
this
very
map
talkative,
that
are you?
comes from this
No,
game rather
I'm
than
just
Red Dead
chewing
2.
the dog, mister. That's how I am.
It just doesn't
I
feel
don't
right
mean
the
nothing
way
by
it did in
it.
Red Dead
Trust
2.
me.
Like Imaginary
This thing's
Post
you
feels
better off
wrong.
not knowing.
Blackwater feels a bit wrong. McFarland's Ranch. There's not a lot there.
Damn coyotes. That's a waste of good meat. Mr. Marston, sir, that ain't gonna get us to the fort no quicker. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill.
There it is.
Giddy up.
Whoa, whoa.
Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
A good time. Nope. My bad. Bill Williamson.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You
You
always
did
did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair.
There is a edit somewhere that someone made where it says, "And here's my brother." He just goes, "That ain't fair, Bill. We all did."
Bill, you were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh,
Ah, Red Harlow.
do I look like I need saving?
Someone said that was Red Harlow on the right.
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Who that person was is stupid.
Well, you never tried to save me before.
This black guy.
You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch.
And no more you.
Implored. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Bill lost weight.
Well,
Ah, we've been shot by Red Harlow.
Poor John.
Poor John. No more Dutch. And no more you.
Well, you're alive.
so it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine.
Hmm.
You got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have.
Hmm?
And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Oh, it's so cool. You don't know a sheath for his knife. He just carries it tucked into where his satchel is.
How are you?
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Hehe, crab walk.
Hey, Mr. Marston!
I have a horse, woman.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Come on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like. Whoa! Do you even know where you're going?
Come on!
To your right is the general store.
Roll
You won't
over the
find
chicken.
Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
See, Red Dead 2. That's like a little tiny shack. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 houses over there.
And here's the corral. This one's for the
Everything here on the left's
horses. What do you
missing.
think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect
I don't know, it
you've
might have,
stolen
like, a
more
chicken coop or
horses than
something.
you've broken.
Now where'd you
I
get
think it does
such
have
an idea?
the,
First impressions are hard to erase.
dang it. I do think it has
Train
the
station.
other corral right
Things
there.
sure have changed since the line finally got finished.
Ah.
Bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. Try to keep up, will you?
Whoa, whoa.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Whoa there! What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't bite.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out.
It's literally the
Country
same
is
starting
really
gun from the
beautiful
first
around this
game
time.
and the second game.
We'd best get moving. This is a dangerous time of night for us.
I will love to see them remake this game.
Now. Let's go. Keep your eyes
In
open. And
Red
try
Dead
not to
2's
get yourself shot
engine.
again.
Yeah, I'd love to see a Red Dead Revolver remake that actually fits it into the same
Thank you,
universe,
Mr. Marston.
but
I feel a lot happier.
that one's a bit,
someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I
unlikely.
got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Yeah.
there's gonna be rabbits.
I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you? Come on, then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use. Let's kill those little monsters. Shooting rabbits and outlaws, I see. You're a good shot, Mr. Marston. That rabbit
Of course I am.
didn't stand a chance. Let's mount up and patrol the rest of the property.
Come on.
Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover.
I know. By me. I can't me.
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Was that a coyote? Get those pests before they scare the livestock.
Yeah.
Hurry, I bet they're going straight.
Oh god. We're all speedful. Let me off.
Well, we got rid of the coyotes. I just wish we'd saved all the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room.
Yeah, let's go.
You know, you
Come
can
to John.
actually handle a rifle.
Go to
It's
killer.
something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
There we go. We hitched the horse.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Go ahead and save it the game. see. We got outfits. We'll wear this for some reason. And this has ammo in it, I think. And here's where we're gonna end off this time. Hope y'all enjoyed. I certainly did. Feeling nostalgic. But remember to like, share, and subscribe, and well, have a good one. Adios.